Trent Schofield, Michael Ardley, Kevin Britton, second last starter in tonight's feature race. 30 laps up on the board. Ray Klarich, we thank you very much for your commitment to V8 Dirt Modifiers. This one's for you watching at home. V8 Dirt Modifieds, Champion of Champions is underway.
Yes, and Elena Klarich looking down upon the Dirt Modified division will see us through this 30 laps, and Zeke Edwards out the front, rolling in the green and white. Number 51 to the lead for the first time, 29 to go here. Straight away, Seaton Young goes to P2 and looks very racy. Here's the battle for third, fourth and fifth as well. Armstrong back to Stevenson and Dunn. There are some heavy hitters deep in the pack here that have got a lot of work to do, but meanwhile for the lead, here we go. Seaton Young levels up with Zeke Edwards, and we're going to race for the Champion of Champions with $5,000 in the line.
The Trent Young Plumbing B-Line Auto number 42 has been electric in recent times. Zeke Edwards has been good. Her development, Johnny McTowick, 51, continues to lead, but by the smallest of margins. Bit of a gap back, better part of the straightaway. To third place, Kyla Armstrong, ahead of Brain Stevenson, David Clark, Luke Dunn, Josh Rose. I'm looking further back at Kevin Britton, trying his best to work his way through the field. There's Clark, Dunn, and Rose. Down the front, straight away into 1 and 2. Look at these cars, they're beginning to widen this racetrack up nicely. There's Robinson, rocking to the high side of your current A1.
Yes, and there you see further back through the field just how hectic the battles are. Bruggy has got dramas and will go yellow down the back straight away. Flat right rear for Sam Bruggy in the buggy, buggy. That's always a tongue twister. The number 10 will come to the infield.
On the top, out of position number 3, great again. 24 to run in the Champion of Champions. $5,000 for Super Rooster. Seaton Young works it up high. Kyle Armstrong way too high. David Clark through the middle. Stevenson to the inside. Watch this Bicknell. New South Wales number 1 begin to work. Armstrong is struggling now. Needs to get back in a groove.
Yes, and a lot of cars starting to explore the possibility of running the top side in 1 and 2 and widen this racetrack out. There you see the battles further back through the field. Everyone's starting to widen out. Look at Kevin Britton making a racetrack for himself up there. Meanwhile, back towards the front, the battle for 4th and 5th heats up for a moment. Clark upstairs, really rocking and rolling. New South Wales number 1 on the outside of Brock Armstrong to position number 4. Edwards, still your leader. Back to Seaton Young.
Brother-in-law battle for the minors here between the 83 and the 52. Then behind them, Quirk and Pizzuti side by side. These are your battles at the moment. Your race leader slowing on the front straightaway. Zeke Edwards is out. Your
Victoria,
race leader. Wow.
51 out of noise. Wow. Your race leader, OUT out. The Super Rooster Champion of Champions.
For the Champion of Champions, Super Rooster, 18 laps still to run. Back underway into 1 and 2. David Clark through the middle. Car looks comfortable. Josh Rose upstairs. 2. Powers to the outside of the Tough Buckets. Bosmack, number 25 of Pizzuti. Kurt Wilson, the next car to retire to the infield. As Stevenson and Clark were trying to close in a little bit there. That's your battle with Dunn, Rose and Pizzuti for the minors. 12 laps to run. Your race leader checking out of turn number 2, Seaton Young. Better part of a straightaway back to that battle for 2nd and 3rd between Clark and Stevenson. The 45 washes off the corner a little bit too loose that time out of 4 for Stevenson.
Yeah, certainly a really strange race out here right now. Who's just skipped away from Stevenson in 3rd. Armstrong still runs 4th as Josh Rose. The first of the cars really tried the highline. There you see Pizzuti and Dunn battling in the back half of the top 10 right now. But Seaton Young, your leader, finding himself underneath that sole lap car. It's a big, big gap. Back to Trent Schofield, who's the next lap car.
And with 8 laps left to run, he's taking a cracking pace out in front. Begins to tuck the number 42 a little bit lower. He's got a broken left rear. Seaton Young is broken.
Oh no!
And it's gone all on its own. So he's going to look to hang on here in the gutter for $5,000. Here comes David Clark to the outside. Sitting duck on the bottom, Seton Young looking to hang on, but Clark to the race lead in the champion of champions.
Oh no, Seton Young has broken and is starting to fall back through the field. David Clark steals the lead. The New South Wales one goes to the front. Braid Stevenson will now range up on the outside of Seton Young, who is trying to limp home with a wounded horse. 4 to go. The champion of champions for Super Rooster in Seton Young. Heartbreak for the young charger. The New South Wales 42 with Armstrong now goes around the outside and he falls off the podium here with 3 to run.
Seems to be the leaders that have been having the trouble in this race, but none at the moment for your current and inheriting leader, the New South Wales champion, David Clark. Stevenson's throwing it up against the boards, as is Kyle Armstrong, and the cars begin to shift upstairs as they go around the slowing Seton Young. Number 42 continues to fall back to 6th spot now. Even further, last lap for the Bicknell Racing Products event letters. New South Wales number 1, David Clark wins a champion of champions for Super Rooster. The Bicknell Racing Products New South Wales 1. Come on, make some noise. David Clark, your winner of $5,000 for Super Rooster.
A very fitting winner of the champion of champions for Super Rooster. Sam here on behalf of Ray and Elena. Very handy trophy as well. Hectic feature race for you, Dave. You had to do some work there to dig out of that one. That was impressive.
Yeah, mate, absolutely. Tracks on nights like this, you know, they pull out everything, and you just got to make the most of it. Unfortunate for Seton there to have some failures in the end and a couple of guys in front, but we pushed through. The team's been working so hard all night, and this Bicknell really had it on rails there. So obviously none of this would be possible without Ray and Eleanor. Sorry. Yeah, it's a huge week for us, and thank you, Ray, for everything you do for Dirt Modifieds Australia, Toowoomba, and yeah, thank you.
We couldn't put it any better ourselves. David Clark, very emotional victor here in the Rooster Champion of Champions, and wonderful emotion showed here for victory. We'll get second place up here.